Welcome back to the part 2 of my trip to Armenia. I am now on board a plane and about to take off from Dubai airport. Flight time from Dubai to Armenia is around 3 hours zone. This is the aerial view of Armenia. From above you can see the mountain ranges mostly covered with grasses. Armenia is a country in the South Caucasus region of Eurasia, located in Western Asia. On the Armenian highlands, it is bordered by Turkey to the west, Georgia to the north, and the de facto independent Republic of Artsakh, and Azerbaijan to the east, and Iran. Armenia is a unitary, multi-party, democratic nation-state with an ancient cultural heritage. The Kingdom of Armenia reached its height under the Tigranes the Great in the 1st century BC and became the first state in the world to adopt Christianity as its official religion in the late 3rd or early 4th century AD. The official date of state adoption of Christianity is 301. Between the 16th century and 19th century, the traditional Armenian homeland composed of Eastern Armenia and Western Armenia came under the rule of the Ottoman and the Iranian empires, repeatedly ruled by either of the two over the centuries. Right now we are seeing the vast plantation of grapes on the ground. And I just landed at Armenia International Airport.
Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. I just got here in my hotel in Yerevan, Armenia.
Upon reaching my hotel, we have decided to take our dinner outside in an Armenian local restaurant.
Hi guys, I just came back in my hotel now and I'm about to sleep. I'm very tired right now from my very long trip from Saudi Arabia to Dubai and eventually here in Armenia. So I just went outside with my friend and took our dinner. So I'm preparing for tomorrow's trip and we're gonna be going around all over here in Armenia. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
The following day we went to a popular destination in Armenia, the Khor Virap. The Khor Virap is an Armenian monastery located in the Ararat plain in Armenia, near the close border with Turkey about 8 kilometers south of Artashat, Ararat province. Within the territory of ancient Artaxata, the monastery was host to a theological seminary and was the residence of the Armenian Catholicos. Khor Virap's notability as a monastery and pilgrimage site is attributed to the fact that Gregory the Illuminator was initially imprisoned here for 13 years by King Tiridates III of Armenia. Saint Gregory subsequently became the king's religious mentor, and they led the proselytizing activity in the country. In the year 301, Armenia was the first country in the world to be declared a Christian nation. A chapel was initially built in 642 at the site of the Khor Virap by Nerses III the builder, as a mark of veneration to Saint Gregory. Over the centuries, it was repeatedly rebuilt. In 1662, the larger chapel known as the Saint Astvatsatsin, or the Holy Mother of God, was built around the ruins of the old chapel. The monastery, the refectory, and the cells of the monks, now regular church services, are held in this church. It is one of the most visited pilgrimage sites in Armenia. Khor Virap is located at a hillock in Pokarvidi. The village is 4 kilometers from the main highway. Yerevan, the capital and largest city of Armenia, is 30 kilometers to the north. It is situated about 100 meters away from the close Turkish-Armenian border and defended by Russian military establishments that guard the troubled border zone. The monastery is surrounded by green pasture lands and vineyards within the Ararat plain, and is in view of Mount Ararat. The Ararat river flows close by, and monastery is opposite to Ararat Lake, Turkey. The nursery chapel, built in 5th century around the famous pit, was white limestone. Though plain in appearance, the monastery was built around a large enclosure that surrounds the ruins of the old chapel. This church has 12-sided tulipate and dome, and is dedicated to Saint Achbatsatsin. The altar pulpit is well decorated. Though most Armenian churches have an east-west orientation, placing the altar at the east end, Saint George's Chapel is oriented northwest-southeast. The pit where Gregory was imprisoned is southwest of the main church. Underneath St. George's Chapel, which is a small basilica replete with a semicircular apse. Of the two pits inside the chapel, Gregor's is the farther one, 6 meters deep and 4.4 meters wide. The pit is approached through 2 unmarked holes, a small chamber, winding stairway, and a ladder lead to a small enclosure in the pit. To the right of the altar in the dungeon is the main room. A long ladder here descends to a large cell of fairly good size, which was Grigor Losavorich's prison cell. The climb down the well is to a depth of 60 meters. The pit is well lit, but the climb down the metal ladder requires sturdy shoes. It is extremely humid down the pit in the summer months, so be cautious and don't bring candles down, as this adds to the heat.
Ještě k geopolitické souvislosti, to je velmi dobré, co říká tady paní Laura. V té době tak na arménského krále vlastně vyvíjeli tlak jednak.
The 17th century church built around the pit is a simple structure surrounding a large courtyard, which looks like a fort complex. Archaeological sites were excavated starting in 1970 in the 13th hills, around Khor Virap and up to the valley of the river. Excavations on hills 1 and 4, and sections of hills 5, 7, and 8, and of the neck of the land between hills 1 and 2 are in progress. Some archaeological excavations have also been carried out outside the walls of the church at the site of Artashat, the capital of the Ararat dynasty. In addition to ancient coins and potsherds, excavations have unearthed well-preserved mud brick fortifications on the northern slope of the third hill from the northeast. The anniversary of the deliverance of Gregory is also celebrated in the Illuminator's Cathedral built in Yerevan. On New Year's Day, light is brought from Khor Virap as a religious celebration. In a recent event, Catholicos Garigan II climbed down the same deep prison pit where the first Catholicos Grigor had passed many agonizing years, and came out of the pit by holding a lighted candle as a symbol of the light that illuminated Armenia several years ago. As a pilgrimage center, people visit Khor Virap for baptism or subsequent to a wedding to perform a mata animal sacrifice. The monastery attracts a very large number of tourists, and there are a number of souvenir kiosks here. Of interest for visitors is the releasing of doves from Khor Virap with the hope they will fly to Mount Ararat. In the mid-1990s, young volunteers for the Canadian Youth Mission to Armenia helped renovate and restore the cathedral. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please watch out for my next vlog about my trip to Armenia. If you find it great, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up.